pivots or numbers that you ought to be looking at on a profile chart, such as the initial value area, the actual value area, the POC, the volume POC. All these are very important for each of the days and the prior days that you're looking at.
Okay, there's a few questions, I guess, around the POC that you just described. Is that a price-based 5-day POC or a volume-based?
The one I used in my example is a price-based. It's the price POC, not the volume POC.
Okay. And a couple questions on, is there a PDF of the slides? Will that be made available?
I don't have a PDF of the slides, but certainly it would be very easy to generate one. If you want me to
well, someone's asking
email,
that. Yeah.
I'll send you a PDF. But the actual webinar, the entire webinar, will be archived at Market Delta, so you will have access to looking at it anytime you wish.
Yeah, if you join late, we are recording this, and it'll be posted probably tomorrow sometime, so you'll get an email with the link for that. If you have any other questions, please type them in. There's a few more here I'll read, but get in any final questions you may have. What about stocks? Does this work on stocks? Somebody's asking that.
That's a great question, and I have an even greater answer for you. And the answer is absolutely. Absolutely works with stocks, commodities, and any other instrument that you want to look at. The principles are the same. What is going to vary quite a bit is the range that you're going to have to look at, because depending on the price of the stock or the price of the instrument, sometimes the profile will not all fit in the same window and so on. So you have to make some adjustments, but in terms of will it work, absolutely yes.
Okay, let's see here. I'll post, someone's asking for your website. I'll go ahead and post that in the chat window. Everybody can see that in a second. Someone's asking, do you trade the last hour? You'd mentioned you like the first hour because of movement. What about the last hour?
In all honesty, I stay away from the last hour. That's not one of my favorite times to trade.
Any particular reason?
There are a lot of things that happen during the last hour that I would put in the category of surprises. You have all of a sudden, if we've had a short day, at some point somebody's going to decide that this is time to cover, and that may completely create a complete different dynamic suddenly in the market. So there are a multitude of things that I've observed that happen towards the end of the day that lend me to sort of shy away from that period. And once again, that's just a personal preference and a personal opinion. I know others that specialize in just trading the last hour of the day.
All right, here's one that just came in. This is a good question. We hear this a lot. Do you look at 24-hour versus day? Do you split the overnight sessions? What's your preference there? I know it looked like you were showing 24-hour, but
yes, I am a very strong believer in the 24-hour day, because you can't pretend like nothing happened when something really did. So you have to take a look at the entire picture, and if you don't, it's like having a jigsaw puzzle with a good portion of it missing. The puzzle is never really complete. So absolutely, I'm a 24-hour market person, and I always look at that. If you want to split them and sort of get an additional perspective, certainly there is nothing wrong with that, but completely ignoring it and not taking a look at what happened during an evening session or the rest of the day is what I would shy away from and certainly frown upon.
All right, here's a question. I'm just reading it word for word. You said you continually monitor the profile for info on making judgments to stay in or get out before you get stopped out. Just what are you looking at, what are you looking for in the profile structure which would inform your exit decisions?
Okay. Well, one of the things that you need to be able to recognize when your TPOs start hitting a resistance point, if you're in a long trade, and conversely, if you're in a short trade, when they hit support. So the key concept that I would ask you, are you able, when you read a profile chart, to identify price rejection and price acceptance points? If not, I will just quickly tell you that if you start to see that every time we get to that level, we can never pierce through it, you are looking at resistance. And the corollary, if in fact you see that if we drop to a certain level and we're not dropping TPOs below that level after 2 or 3 different periods, then that starts to establish a support level for you. That's just in a nutshell the basics of being able to identify on the chart, on a profile chart, support and resistance.
Okay, there's a question regarding the profile charts you were showing. He's asking, were those 5-minute TPOs or were those 30 minutes?
Those were the 30-minute TPOs.
Okay.
Now, certainly when I showed the video, that was a condensed version of the 30-minute TPOs. And that is one of the features that I love about Market Delta.
Yeah, that playback is nice. It's a nice
Yes.
feature. Okay, well, we're at an hour, so we can wrap it up with that.
All right. I'd like to thank everybody that participated with us today. Wish you all the very best of luck trading. And I also want to extend a hearty thanks to Trevor for hosting us.
Well, thanks for certainly presenting. I'll get the video out tomorrow. You'll get an email with that. If you want, in case nobody knows, you can get a trial to Market Delta. It's a 30-day trial. We support a host of different data sources. Many of them you can get a free trial on. Our website is just marketdelta.com. Feel free to visit that. If you have any questions on that, you can reach out to us. Anything regarding the presentation, reach out to Dr. Kepler. Other than that, thanks for joining us today. Thanks, everyone.